be with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So UTEP's offense has the ball first today. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Miners send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
Caught, and he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick completion to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Alexander. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking for room, it's Alexander. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Miners want to pick up the tempo.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Running inside, it's Ellison. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Why did he go?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bohannon. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. inside. It's Ellison. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can. On a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, UTEP. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Northern Illinois. As the offense heads to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Pocket breaking down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Miners! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. Defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
PAT unit on the field. Kick is up. Good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Davidson. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Let's see how aggressive they are in trying to get points on the board before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He'll pull it down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Miners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe right there in the middle of it on the sideline. Holly, what are you hearing about this injury?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the 1st half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And now after losing the fumble, there is an injured man on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half.
Here we go. Go.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's caught. It's Bohannon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He might want another play.
Check. 80-22 ISO. 80-22 ISO.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Go.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Unloads quickly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Ellison. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Miners have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Ellison. Plows through the defense. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. I send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now from inside the red zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
The Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UTEP! And the route is on. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Davidson. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeps it on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're going to run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the Miners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. So far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Ellison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Miners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Now on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver.
Western. Freeze. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Davidson. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Makes the grab and room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. When you